Okay, good morning, good morning. Welcome to another morning broadcast. Ha ha, yesterday was interesting, to say the least. Um, we started off the day with a little shaky based on, we're all focused on Trump speaking, and he made some comments on Tuesday about tariffs, and then he just walked back what he said, and the market responded. So uh, I don't even know why we are surprised anymore. uh, and that's why it's like, hey, look, we're here to trade what we see, and whatever happens, happens. We don't trade our expectations, right? And I mean, I appreciate the volatility. So we had some runners at the open, and then pull back in tech, and then a rally. All right, so this is where we are on the Qs. On the Qs, also we look at the SPY, same. We're seeing that same reaction, pop, pull back, and then throughout the day, we just trended upwards on Trump walking back on his EU tariffs. Um, so how we have a lot of things popping up here, a bunch of stuff popping up on the scan. Um, the small caps are popping. Um, so let's see what we're going to start with. All right, here. Okay, let me just make a comment on Intel. This one has just been incredibly like making like 10% gains on these days, and it's pretty good for stock with this float. So Intel is one that has been running. Has been one of the names that we've been looking at, and I like to trade more of it. So I just need to just kind of lock in on it, um, and we'll see what we get. All right, GameStop. GameStop is interesting because the one of the board members, I think it was the CEO actually, yeah, CEO buys 1 million shares this week of GameStop. Just kind of putting his money where his mouth. Um, I'm sick right now, and I'm kind of a little out of it. So he's putting his money behind the company. All right, right. Saying like, look, I bought 1 million shares. So I'm definitely going to put this one in play. Yesterday, pop, post market, pull back. We had a little bit of not much movement this morning, but with that fresh news, I'm just kind of looking to see what we do. If volume comes in, we have some clear levels to trade around on GameStop. Morning, welcome in everybody. Let me know what you're looking at, and I will do my best to talk to talk to it. I'm a little still under the weather, heavy cough, but we'll power through, so we can get the game plan done. All right, so let me know what's up as you join. Good morning, and we'll do our best here. Okay, so we talked Intel. Yes, all right, here we go. So Intel, we talked Intel, we talked the Qs and the SPY. We're gonna see a lot of these names are pushing. So Intel. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. One other thing about Intel. So Intel had earnings yesterday at the close. No. I'm sorry. It's after the close today. After the close today, it's Thursday, right? Yeah. So after the close today, so it was breaking highs. We actually traded it yesterday, and um, it it broke the high of day this morning. It's pulling back. So we'll see. We have a nice levels to trade from. It's either going to turn, or we get at least some trading back up to the highs here, up into the market, up into the close, right? So we'll see. So this one has been just incredibly strong. A lot of strong fundamentals behind the stock. So this one is definitely on watch. All right. Okay. Another quick one is Netflix. So Netflix pulled back, bought all day yesterday. So we may have some more room on that. And then I was looking at the space names, ASTS, and some of those other space names that we've been trading. It sold off. It's been on an uptrend though. It's been on a strong uptrend. Dip yesterday, and then strong recovery. So this one and some of those others that are related, we may see some rallies on. We have clear levels here to trade from on these. Okay. All right. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome in. Welcome in. Okay. All right. Let me comment on the quantum names real quick. So quantum, they've been struggling. I've been keeping them on watch. You know, we traded them so much last year, over the last year, but they've been continuously trading creating lower lows and lower highs. So I'll just continue to create, keep alarms on them. RGTI, QBTS. This is just a flat range breakout. It's at the bottom of the range. May pull back into it. So just letting you all know that I'm keeping an eye on the quantum. A few of the other tech names that we've been watching: ONDS, pop, pull back, popped up, pull back again, and just kind of these names have been just kind of constrained here. So let's we'll jump into the low floats in just a second. We'll jump right over there and take a look. Okay. Just pulling up my Discord real quick, grabbing. All right. RCAT pop, we traded it, pulled back, and closed strong. So we'll see if we have continuation on RCAT. That's another one. All right. Let me cover nuclear. Nuclear, we traded SMR, took a quick scalp. That one popped, dipped. Trump was supposed to be talking about nuclear yesterday, so that's why it was in play. And it closed strong again. So tight consolidation. We'll see if anything happens there. All right. All right. SNDK. Yeah. Yeah. Micron, SNDK, those are just through the roof, strong. They've just been strong. I haven't really been saying anything because they're high priced names. Many on the call are still building their accounts. So if you know, you're on it. Okay, but if you need, just drop anything in the chat that you're looking at, even if it's a large cap, and I'll comment on it. All right. So CMCT. Now the low cap, the low float market, small caps have been heating up. I mean, this year, like towards like November, December, it got a little, choppy, a little hard to trade. But since the start of this year, a plethora of opportunities have been popping up. So, so CMCT, this one is popping on Fresh News, and what's another one here? It was PSQH. This is one popped, pulled back, rode pre-market high, ran, gave some scalps, popped again, fell, and now it's just we'll see if there's some sort of like consolidation here. Fell, break to the downside, and continuation or what, right? So clear levels here to trade from on PSQH. All right. Bye-bye. What's going on with Baba? Okay, nice gap up. Plans an IPO for its chip unit. Oh, okay. Yeah, I did read about this. Yes, I did read about this. So yeah. Excuse me, y'all. Have a bad cough. So I can't mute on YouTube, so I'm sorry guys. Let me see. Baba. Yes. IPO for its new chip. unit rising in amid rising U.S.-China tensions in semiconductors. So this one is IPO. This IPO is gonna when is this? Let's see, it's planning, but that news alone, I think should we should have some volatility there. So just keep it on watch. Keep it on watch. Okay. First, you got SXTP. Very nice consolidation breaks there. Momentum plays. Yeah, another potential. Like I said, small caps have been heating back up, so a lot of guys in the group taking some good trades there. All right, I'm trying to get a lot of rest today because I've been powering through this and it's not getting better. I enjoy stocks so much more than futures. I don't know. It's something about like the well, of course it's a lot of reasons, but there's a bit of creativity here as well with sentiment and fundamentals. Companies coming out with fundamentals, and it's something about just taking the same play every day, or same plays every day. It's, all right, I think we have a good set. We have a good set today. There's more freedom when I see with stocks. Yeah, definitely. A lot more freedom. I mean, there's so many different styles of plays that you can create, and then you could just scan for them every day almost, right? So the longs, like if you look, I mean, we in our Discord, if you aren't in our Discord, we have a book of charts in Discord, and if you look at it, it's a lot of the same movement every single day, and that's the beauty. We're just mastering the same stack of price, volume, and order flow, right? That same stack of scanning, price, volume, and order flow. And then being able to observe tempo and grade, right? Grade the A plus plus, um, so this is what allows us to come in and there's a lot more follow through. Absolutely, there's a lot more follow through for sure, especially on the lower time frames, because days like this will happen when there's news, but days that there's no significant news, it's a little bit, you have to deal with chop like this, right? But instead of us dealing with this chop with stocks, we just move on to something else that has more follow through for that day. Look at this, nasty work right here, man. So mostly, if you don't mind, please let me know. Do you guys have green day every day? Majority of days. When I start the small account challenge, you'll see. Majority of days are green. I do take losses, but within the day, we have so many opportunities that, take a loss, you still have other opportunities to play. So that's the other thing I really enjoy as well. And then throughout the day, you also have opportunities. So it's a lot more freedom, as somebody said. Yeah. All right. So we are good. Excuse me. Hey Abdullah, we when looking at different hot sectors, what helps you decide what stocks are best? It always depends on. It's like a stack, right? This there's a stack, a few things that will. It's a rubric I have in my head, and the rubric it goes like this: why is it in play? Right? Why is it in play? That's like number one question I'm asking myself at first. Okay, so like, is it news? What's the gravity of the news, or weight of the news, or is it breaking out of a long consolidation or breaking higher time frame level, right? Or is it elevated volume? Is just like with some stocks like Intel or others, like if the RVOL is just incredibly high, that means that there's a lot of people trading it, and that's where I want to be. I want to be where everybody's interested and everybody is feverishly trying to trade the stock that I want to be in, right? So, for Intel to rip up like it did yesterday, the volume is gonna have that volume spike, and we have a lot of follow through. This one wasn't as strong yesterday though. In the beginning, we were on the call. I was like, when I entered this one yesterday, I was like, yeah, the volume and the aggression was decent, but we have examples, but just so let me just compress the point. There's a rubric. Why is it in play? Is number one. That goes first, right? If it's something like tariffs, and everybody's, we know that there's going to be a scare. People are going to be selling, right? So rubric is why is it in play? Then it's price. All right, what is giving me my setup? Like, what sector do I see my setup? And some things may be, trending down. Another sector may be trending up, creating highs, may have momentum. I love momentum trades, right? So why is it in play? Price, volume, right? If you're on the live calls in our group, everybody knows we'll have these stocks up, and I'm just scanning at the open to see which one has the highest amount of volume, and then the fourth is order flow, right? What has the most aggression going in my direction, right? So I'll just literally I'm watching, and then I'm like a hawk, and I'll just zoom into that one that checks all the boxes off in my rubric, just like that. But a lot of times you can start off like, why is it in play? That's a big one, because that right there will give you, it's kind of like will give you an indicator where the volume's gonna go, where a lot of the volume is gonna go. So I see TMC also kind of heating up here. Yeah. And you get used to it at first, like, when you're coming from futures, you come from the marry a pair mindset, like, yeah, I just gotta marry one pair. I can't look at all these things. You feel like you're doing too much. But when I started with, like, learning with SMB, I used to be like, man, this is a lot. But now I see why. Because if you want to try to be as close to green as possible every day, you want to be trading the absolute best. CRVS, when we entered, I think we may have been on this call. It's like, hey, look, when this broke out, we entered here, and it just took our trade. Like, it gave us a good risk to reward trade, because we just want to get into the stock that's lining up the nice volume, the good aggression, and then when we get into the trade, the market does the rest, right? So if we can continue to do that every day, that's how you get as close to green as possible. Like, like when you hear about Lansant, man, there's guys at Trillium that are green every single day. That comes from stock selection. When I do the small account challenge, you guys also will see, like, that with good stock selection, you can be as close as possible to having a good day every day. But that comes from just trading the best, and then being in the best, and you have the best follow through, right? It gives you a better opportunity. So, all right. Good morning. I was like, join the call. Did we look at FCX? No, we didn't. What a nice trend. This thing's just gapping. Earnings. Excuse me. So sorry. Sorry about that. All right. FCX. I had tea right before this. I was hoping it'll carry me through the call. Or I start coughing and sneezing and stuff. All right. So yeah, I like this one, man. It is, the thing about this one though. All right, we had earnings which could continue to carry it. I do like that it broke this level. So I just watched it at the open, see what the 5 minute, 15 minute does. But I do like that it broke up and pulled back. There's earnings. I didn't have time to look at the report, but yeah, I mean you have yesterday's high is right here. So yep, drop down to that 5. Look at the volume, spike down and recovered. So that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. It's probably gonna be a nice reversion play at one point because it's gonna have some the turn is gonna come. So yeah, where's the volume? Where's my volume? Okay, not so much just yet. Just monitor that volume. That's what I say. Steve. All right, TMC. Yeah, that's one I want to talk about that I did not talk about yet. And was this off of news? I submitted the first deep sea bedded mining application. All right. Yeah, this is one. This is another one that should be up on the list. Skipped it. I like that rally. That rally yesterday at the end, at the close, was nice. Rallied with the market, and then it's continuing to be breaking yesterday's high. So let's see if we have something. We can structure something around the open. All right. So we have a good set today. We have a good set today. I think that I may actually, yeah, I need to rest. But any last questions? Any last questions? I only traded INTC yesterday and green. Nice. Yeah, man. The thing is just stock selection, man. It's stock selection. You just get better and better. Also, that's the thing. You won't be if you're 50% for the month, like 50-50 red, green, and your green days are double, or 1.5 better than the green, you'll still be in profit. And you just work on how do you prevent the red? How do you prevent givebacks? Just some of those mistakes, some of the garbage stocks. How do you prevent? And if you trade low float, it's a different style than trading some of the higher float stocks. So you have to just know your style or be able to context switch between the different stocks. Like I know some guys that all they trade is low float. That is it. If they try to trade anything else, they say they don't do well because it's just a different style. And they've gotten used to it and making money from that style, right? And then the vice versa. Like a lot of small cap, the guys that are like from the Tim Sykes community, a lot of those guys trade small caps. Not everybody, but a lot of them trade small caps and a shorting style. And then like you talk to some of the guys at S&B, they don't trade small because there's the risk on the upside to the upside, like if they're shorting, right? So it's just there's context. It depends on where you are and your preferences, but I'm proud. Everybody's getting better and better. All right, 2 minutes until the open. Hope y'all have a great day, and I'm gonna mute Zoom real quick. Okay, if you want to trade with us, hit the link in the description. We're doing I'm exposing the small account access window pretty soon when I start it. If you want to be a part of that,